Hi Booktube, Aaron here, hope you're doing okay. Today I'm going to do a quick little tag, and it's a tag by Will Chambers, an original tag that he's just brought out called the Curio Tag. And there are no, there's not a big list of prompts or anything. Instead it's just to get you to sort of show off some of the curios and trinkets that you might have on your bookshelves and around your books. Just little curiosities, I suppose. And book time with Elvis. So Mark has just done his, and he's gone through quite a few. And so what I thought I'd do for my one is I'd go through the shelves with you. So I'll hide on the other side of the camera, and we'll just see what's on the shelves, and we'll just see how that goes. So the first thing that we've got is this box here, just a random box with my name on it, that I think my mum just made once, and in a bit of a rush, I suppose. But yeah, it's just a random box. I think I like the kind of check-shaped thing the most. Going down, this is a kind of yoga thing called Reflections from the Lily Pond, and it's just some kind of yoga positions with a frog. So he just lives on there. We've got a ticket here. This is for a little exhibition thing in it's underground under the square just in front of Notre Dame in Paris. So it goes into a kind of the history of the area around Notre Dame and what was there, as well as some of the significant kind of renovations. Then this is just a random little heart trinket that I found on the beach, actually. So it must have fallen off someone's necklace or something and washed up, and I quite liked it, so I took it back with me. So that's that. I've got some badges and things and some notebooks. We've got I think you call it a kalimba or a thumb piano. So it's just a fun thing to take up and just randomly mess around with. We've got a little box of notes there, just nice little messages. Then right down on the bottom, let's see if we can find it. So right down at the bottom here, we've got Professor X just guarding some of these anthologies, and I almost missed it, but on the Penguin Classics, we've got a little sort of ammonite, I suppose. Probably, I don't actually know if it's real or not. Anyway, there we go. I like it. I've had that since I was a kid, and it's one of those nice things I just like to pick up every now and then, and it just feels nice in the hands, so I like to have it where I can get it. And then moving back up, all the way up here, we've got a little white box that says this is a not so white box. That's actually got my stamp collection from when I was a kid, only I didn't really get the fact that they had to be kind of valuable or kind of novel stamps to be in a stamp collection. So it's a collection of just very normal everyday stamps. And then there's a flower pot here without a flower in it, because it seems to be cursed. Every plant we put in there dies. Moving down, this is a seashell from Guernsey, with the Guernsey flag on the other side. Nice shiny material. And I think we got it to be a gift for someone, and then couldn't work out who to give it to, so we kept it. We've got a dust cover for Madame Bovary that I keep meaning to repair, so I'll have a dust cover repairing day at some point, and I'll do quite a few at once. Then I quite like this. This is a card someone sent me when I left home and went to uni. Just a card, kind of, a good luck card, and it has the phone number and email, so that if I needed to speak to someone or wanted to chat, then I could. So kind of got sentimental value there, but I also just like to have it around because it's just such a great card. I just love that picture. And you'll notice in the corners it's been nibbled away at because it was once in a much more accessible place. My rabbits got to it and started nibbling. You might notice on some of my books the spines are a bit nibbled as well. Then we've got a couple of llamas. I quite like llamas, so no other reason than that. Got a collection of glow-in-the-dark stars that I don't know what to do with, so they're just chilling out with Gabriel Garcia Marquez and Toni Morrison and Flann O'Brien having a good old time. Got my wife's old rail card. A couple of stones. This one on the left is one of my favourite stones. So this is again like the ammonite, just something I like to pick up every now and then and feel. So notice a lot of these are just kind of, and this is much sort of glossier, I suppose, in how it feels. This is more of a matte finish, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, they're more sort of personal, sort of aesthetic things rather than massively sentimental. Got some Polaroids from Paris. So when I went to Paris earlier this year, we went on a walking tour around Montmartre, and the tour guide gave us some Polaroid cameras. All of mine were either over or underexposed, which I'm sure from watching my videos you're quite used to. Let's see if I can find one that I quite like. This is one of Sacré-Cœur that I quite like. It's very moody and foreboding. So yeah, I'm really good at silhouettes when it comes to Polaroids. I'll try and rush through a few. We've got the frog that goes with the yoga thing. He's squatting there, stopping Stefan Zweig from falling over. And in this jar, there's a note. And then if you can see, there are loads of coins, and they're 1 and 2 pence coins, which in my first year of uni I collected in case I needed milk. So yeah, I should probably use them at some point because they might not be valid in a while, so I should probably use them up. And then the last thing, not terribly exciting, is a jar full of plectrums for guitar. I quite like this. Not a jar, I don't know what to call it, a dish, like a soap dish. I bought this at like a bric-a-brac fair thing, and I just, yeah, like to have it around. I just mainly keep guitar plectrums in there. So that's up here. There's one more thing I'd like to show you. So the very last thing are these 2 little teddy bears that live downstairs. That were a Christmas present this year. And they seem to like sitting on these books. I call this one Watson and this one Sherlock. It seems like we've got a Sherlock and a Watson there. And they're just very small, very cute teddy bears. So there we go. There are all the little curios and trinkets that I like to keep on my bookshelves. So there we go. That's the end of the Curio tag for me. Before I'll go, I'll just tag a handful of people. So I will tag Alan from Big Hard Books and Classics. I'll tag Jason from the channel of A Disappointed Man. I'll tag David Wiley, and just to finish off, I'll tag Kellyanne Mitchell, who I've sort of just kind of starting to get to know a bit on booktube, and I've noticed that Kelly hasn't made a video for a little while, at least from the last time I checked. She hasn't made a video for a little while, so if you'd like to Kelly, then please consider yourself tagged. And as always, if you'd like to do this and haven't been tagged yet, then please feel free to give it a go. But there we go, I will leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.